The head-to-head. They're both 25 years old. Mercado a couple of inches in height and a couple inches in reach, and they're both bantamweights.
That head-to-head brought to you by ITT Technical Institute. We're here in Las Vegas. The ABC rules, the rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions, always apply. Fights here in Las Vegas, so of course it's no different tonight. Alex Mercado, Joe Rios. And here we see Rios, 3-1, first fight this year, coming off a unanimous decision 4-round win in December in Laredo, Texas. Made his debut in late 2006, so he's been a pro a little over a year. In San Antonio, Texas, he's fought in Arizona. And last, as we mentioned, back in Laredo, Texas, his loss came last July. Never been stopped. 3-1.
Yes, sir.
We'll see what he brings. And Wally, as you touched on, the good guess is either he's got to go right after a guy who's going to be on the attack, and Mercado, or he's got a box. And we would suspect that he's a boxer without a knockout and going decisions each time. As we look at Alex Mercado, living in Las Vegas, born in Oxnard, California. Birthplace of a lot of fighters.
Yep, Fernando Vargas, notably.
Robert Garcia trains a lot of guys there, Victor Ortiz and such. Great tradition, a hotbed, but as is Vegas. Fight capital of the world. We're here again as we take a look at Alex Mercado. He's brought a lot of fans with him. The bantamweight living in Las Vegas now. $25 years old. We've seen him before, but to refresh your recollection, let's meet them both formally now and go to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Hard Rock Hotel Casino of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, the action continues here on Fight Night on Versus as Top Rank presents 4 rounds of boxing. This is in the bantamweight division. Inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Jay Nady. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trimmed with white, official weight 117 pounds. His professional record stands at 3 victories, only 1 defeat, 1 KO to his credit. From San Antonio, Texas, Joseph Mighty Angel Rios. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing gray trimmed with black, official weight 118 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 4 bouts, 4 victories, 4 knockouts. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Alex Mercado.
4 rounds of boxing. Obey my commands. Any questions? Touch gloves and come out fighting.
They clear the ring. One thing I like, they clear the ring in a hurry when you don't have an entourage of millions. When you're when you're 3-1 and 4-0,
you can't
right,
afford
Wally?
it. You cannot afford the entourage.
Jay Nady, our referee, ready to begin. Alex Mercado, man, this guy, look at how solid he looks. We know he can punch.
Well, yeah, you know, a big part of his game is that he's very tall and very long for the weight class. Got great leverage, especially in his left hand.
Joseph Rios in red does not want to be standing in front of Mercado. Mercado, not a very solid jab right there. He's sort of just flicking it upwards rather than really drilling it.
I'll tell you something else Joseph Rios does not want to be, and that's too far away. You don't want to be on the end of those punches. You got to get inside and smother this guy.
And he's
like that.
Well, that's a sharp observation, Wally. You would think this guy, either that or he's got to continually keep turning Mercado and giving him angles, I guess. But he has elected to stand inside and stay busy, try to use the ring here.
I think it's a very, very dangerous thing to allow Mercado to have punching room.
Mercado loves that hook. What fighter doesn't? Double hook there. He's standing square in front of Rios.
I'll tell you who doesn't, the one that gets hit by it.
Well, it's apparent already who hits harder. And that's Mercado in the silver gray. Mercado, 25 years old. Not a lot of experience, of course, 4-0, but really fights under control.
Yeah, but you know what? He also has some. He's green. He's a little bit green, especially when he throws his right hand. But I'll tell you what, he occasionally does things that are very, very skilled, and he generally does them with his left hand.
That's a great move there with the free hand, whacking away to the body with that left hand like that.
Yeah, but that left hook, when he throws it from the outside like that, it's a little bit of a slap. When he turns it over good on the inside, you'll see him do it. He did it earlier this round.
I agree, Wally.
Punch.
Yeah, he's not real consistent that way. He got hit with a return fire from Rios, that right hand.
Yeah, you know, you see these undercard guys once in a while and you forget them, but now that I'm watching him, I remember that he sometimes gets a little bit loose in there.
Yeah, gets a little left hook happy. We haven't seen him stay on that jab a lot.
See, what he did there was real dangerous.
Got hit on the way in.
Yeah, because he came running in with that left hand way down around his waist. So obviously these are things he's going to learn. You just hope he learns them before somebody teaches it to him.
It really is, Wally. But I've never understood. I think once you learn to forget about a jab, it's really hard to find it.
Good point.
Closing out the first of a scheduled 4-round bantamweight fight here at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. Stay with us. Back with more. Whoa.
Okay, here's what happened right at the end of round one. You'll see the right hand on top of the head, and then kind of a looping right from the side, followed by a left hook that got Rios in a little bit of trouble there.
Wally, you touched on a point with Mercado. You see the bad habits, and his corner picked on one, and feeling that Mercado doesn't move his head enough.
Well, here's another one, and this, again, comes to us courtesy of the scientists of CompuBox. Now, Mercado, we know he's got the height, he's got the reach. He does not use his jab enough. He only threw 8 jabs in round one and missed all 8.
That's pretty lousy for a bantamweight. In fact, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's something that's got to be worked on.
Mercado sunk another left hook to the body, and
it almost seems at times that he's reaching for his opponent, you know, especially with his right hand. If you take a look at it, he's kind of aiming it and he's kind of reaching with it.
Mercado, you're saying?
Yeah, that's because he's not setting it up with the jab.
He's the taller guy, and he should be getting to Rios easier than Rios should be getting to him. They punch together. Mercado almost ran into a shot. He's not moving his head at all.
Rios is now putting his punches together very well, and he's noticed something about Mercado, and that is he lets his gloves fall down to his waist. He's able to hit him over the top.
And he was respecting him too much in the first round, and he's letting it go now. But I'll give him that, even in a 4-round fight.
Not only that, you know what? You're fighting a guy who's 4-0 with 4 KOs. There's no sense in running into a stupid punch in the first round. You find out what he's got.
That would give me cause for caution.
Big right.
There we see. Now Rios using the ring a lot better. He'll switch southpaw, goes underneath, but fails to come up with a counter shot. So he slipped the shot, but came up with nothing else. There's that winging left hook to the body from Mercado. Mercado stands up straight in front of Rios, and Rios does nothing with it. He's got to jump on those opportunities, Rios. Doesn't want to stand there and slug with him, but he's doing it.
I think Rios is having a pretty good round.
Well, you know, you're right. I'm saying he doesn't want to stand, and you feel he should be standing.
Absolutely. I think he should be as close as possible.
Well, maybe taking away Mercado's punching room.
Well, that's right. You notice when they're in close like that, Mercado's punches. Oh, well, there's the danger.
Ran into a 12-inch punch.
Yeah, the right hand.
5, 6.
You see the blood and you see the stunned look.
9, are you all right?
On Joseph Rios' face, he doesn't seem all right. But there's 20 seconds to get out of this round. Let's see what Mercado does to finish in time.
Well, now you see, here's the thing. Rios shouldn't be going backwards because he's just inviting the knockout punch.
He got hit with a right hand, but Mercado not able to line him up again as Rios gets out of it. He's bleeding from the nose. He's got a little flick of a cut left of the eye, above the left eye.
Relax, man. Relax.
That's ugly.
Real good, son. It's okay. Okay, caught you with something, okay? I'm gonna Selena Joe. Oh, God, right here.
Joseph, look up at me. How you feeling? You ready for another round?
Yeah.
All right. Got his mouthpiece? Yeah, good to go. Good job. What do you want to say, Augie? Tell him.
Is that right? Whenever you use that jab, come down and throw a right uppercut. Okay, he falls into it all
Right
the time.
uppercut's there, baby.
All right, let's take a look at the knockdown now. You see Rios getting a little happy here. He comes running in and gets hit with a short right hand on the chin. We're going to see it from another angle as well. You see it from this side. And you see he was just getting a little left hook, a little right hand crazy there, and ran into a punch. He made a mistake. I thought he was on his way to winning the round to that point.
Right. So being inside. Now what does Rios do? He's got 2 rounds left. Does he just have to stay inside and
Absolutely.
go for both?
Yep. Be a little bit more careful, but not too careful.
Well, it's a danger zone. We know that.
It's a dangerous game.
We know that too. Man, Mercado standing tall against this guy.
Really not using his reach. You know, you can just see it. It's always easier to see from here, you know, what a fighter should be doing. But it just seems like he could keep this guy at the end of that jab all night.
Yeah, we noticed it immediately. He never drilled the jab, and now he's almost forgotten.
He just feels with it.
And, you know, for Bantamweight to do that, unless you got some crushing one-punch power, which
He thinks he does.
Yeah, I can't remember the last Bantamweight he did. It's a bad idea.
Ruben Oliveira's
Been a while.
it's only 40 years ago.
Yeah.
No, he does think he thinks he's a puncher. He fights like a puncher, and that's why he just paused with that jab. He's trying to set up a power shot.
Now he's getting free shots, and he's really wrapping to the body, both hands. So Mercado having a strong round here. Rios is running out of clock soon. He was down a 10-8 round there in the second. He's got to win this round and then come back and put himself in position to win the fight in the 4th and final.
Yeah, he's getting himself into territory where he's going to need the knockout to win, and that's going to be a really, really tall order, no pun intended.
No question. Rios just pawing with the jab. Now he's backing off. A bad idea, Wally, huh?
I think so, because I think that Mercado needs punching room.
Yeah, and Rios can't hit him from outside. He's a shorter guy and doesn't have the reach on him. And he's not a great enough boxer to really dazzle him.
However, one thing, and you see this at times, the guy with the shorter arms can out-jab the guy with the longer arms if he jabs harder and lets it go. The other guy's not letting his jab go.
Yeah, I'll get there first. Shortest distance between points.
Mercado hurt him with a couple of left hooks to the body this round. And there's another one.
Mercado happy to stay in the pocket and slug. He had great success that way, dropping Rios at the end of the 3rd.
Rios is cut along the left eye now.
Left eye, blood trickling from his nose. Not a pretty sight for Joseph Rios, but he's full of fight there. Combinations when he's in close. Now he's turning, and Mercado very measured, taking his time, no rush. He's got this fight in command with 1 to go, and we'll be back to see round 4 right after. Back here at the Hard Rock, Alex Mercado in silver, and in the red, Joseph Rios playing some serious catch-up in this 4th and final round. He's climbed off the canvas to beat the count in the 2nd, but he hasn't had many moments his way against Mercado.
But you see, he just popped him real good with a jab. And I'll tell you what, if he would let that punch go, and it may seem counterintuitive for the smaller guy to try and jab, but he could use that as a weapon.
Right, oh, nice follow-up hook from Mercado. But he really does get a little power shot happy.
Well, you know what? There's no question. He's the bigger, you can see he's the bigger man. He's also the stronger man.
And he feels it in the ring.
Yeah, and he knows, look, I got all the KOs here. I'm the puncher, and that's the way he's fighting. You know, is it the right thing to do? Probably not, but he's a young fighter, and he's going to learn. He's got a lot of raw material to work with.
Well, at least Rios continues to press him. He's moving forward. He's trying to pin his head to the chest of Mercado and smother that power, as you mentioned, Wally. Nice follow-up left hand as he shoots down the middle and catches Mercado, trying to nail him with an uppercut that missed.
Yeah, but I mean, at least he's fighting with the sense that he needs this round. You know,
doubt.
not only does he need the round, he needs a knockout.
Well, he's looking for it. Doesn't seem to have the power at all.
No.
No stoppages as a pro. One stoppage, I should say.
Pretty good right to the body there by Rios. It's a little late to start body punching. Ooh, nice right hand by Mercado.
Yeah, Rios full of fight here, but Wally, he's already, as young as he is, he's got the look of an opponent.
Well, you know, you can never tell this early. This is a very tough match for him. I mean, physically, you're not going to run into too many guys with the raw material that Mercado has. I mean, this guy has got a long reach. He's tall for the weight class. He's a good puncher with both hands. So, I wouldn't pass judgment on Rios yet. I know one thing he's got that you can't teach him. He's a tough guy.
Yeah, he is.
Very game.
And what we can pass judgment on the online poll, the viewers got it right, it would seem. Mercado in command. Thanks for scoring with us. Makes it even more fun.
You know, one thing I noticed in that online scoring, I think a lot of viewers did what I did in the knockdown round. I only made it 10-9 for Mercado because I thought he was losing the round.
There you go. We'll watch it close here at the Hard Rock. Alex Mercado, Joseph Rios, bantamweights, 4 rounds complete. We'll be back with the decision right after this. Stay with us.
Now you can get extra cash. Recycle your old gold that's gathering dust. Call the number on your screen for quick cash. The gold kit is absolutely free. Send broken
4-round bantamweight fight from our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
After 4 rounds of boxing here at the Hard Rock of Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards of the judges at ringside. Dick Houck scores the contest 40-35, and Dave Moretti and Dalby Shirley both have it 39-36, all to the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated from Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Alex Mercado.
Alex Mercado rolls. He's 5-0. Knocked down his opponent to win that fight. And we like what we see so far. We'll be back with a lot more. Fight Night on Versus continues after this.